Hello students, 6th English medium. In biology, the chapter number 8, body movements, in which we started like how the animal are moving, sometimes knowingly, sometimes unknowingly. Because when you are doing nothing also, your eyes are blinking itself. Your chest is going up and down because you are breathing. And so on. Similarly, when we are doing some activities like walking, going to school, riding a bicycle, playing games, etc., in which also so many body parts are moving. And because of that moving of the body parts, we can do this different types of activities. We can run, we can jump, we can move from one place to another place, etc. And we also saw that different animals have different organs for this movement, like the birds have wings, and they fly in the sky. The fish and the other aquatic animals, they swim in the water. We walk. The frog, etc., they jump. Some are scrolling, and so many different type of things are there. But most important thing we are looking is the body of our human body and its movement, in which also we learn that in our body there are so many parts. In that, some of the parts can move in each direction, some on only few direction, some don't even move, and so on. So now, as we noticed in the last session, that motion is only possible when the two bones meet each other. Here you can see that the two bones meet each other, in the fingers also, in the shoulder, in our legs, in knee, ankle, wrist, etc. So we learn about the joint, but now in this chapter we have to learn about different types of joints. So now we are going to learn about the different types of joint. First one is the ball and socket joint. Ball and socket joint is like that joint which allows the movement in all directions. It allows the movement in all the directions, means it can rotate. You can see that our arm and the joint here, right? Example is given that joint between upper arm and shoulders. This is our arm. There is two bones here. This is the lower arm, this is the upper arm. Lower arm and upper arm. So upper arm is joined with the shoulder here. That you can see that you can movement do in the all direction. Not that only one direction, but it can move in the all direction here. So in the shoulder here, where the upper arm and the shoulder is joining, there is a socket and a ball. It means that there is a round thing. Maybe this is the socket and this is the ball here inside. And that ball can rotate everywhere in each direction. And that type of joint is known as the ball and socket joint. You can see that picture here also, in which there is a socket and there is a ball and the bone is joined with it. And then that ball is getting rotated in all the directions so that we can move the body parts of that in the all the direction. So that type of joint is known as ball and socket joint. There is another ball and socket joint also at our here, the thigh bone and our hip bone. At the joining at that also you will have a ball and socket joint which is shown in the figure. So at our shoulder and the upper arm joint and at the thigh bone and hip bone joint, there are the joint is known as the ball and socket joint. Why it is called ball and socket joint? Because it allows the movement in all the direction. So that is the movements here. Second is the pivotal joint. The second one is the pivotal joint. Pivotal joint allows the movement in so many planes. Means not in only one plane, but in so many planes. So that is known as pivotal joint. For example, we can move our head in the down direction. You can move like up like that. You can move like that also, and so on. So here, so many planes we can rotate, we can bend, we can move our head. Therefore, the joint here is known as the pivotal joint. So, pivotal joint, the joint which allows the movement in many planes, is called a pivotal joint. For example, skull makes such a joint with the first two vertebrates. Here, you will know about that vertebral column, the backbone. It is also known as backbone. So, it is made up of small that we will learn about here. But the skull here, skull means that is all the bones in the head is known as skull. And that skull make a joint here with the first two vertebrates. And that is known as the pivotal joint. It allows the movement in so many planes. So that type of joint is known as pivotal joint. Then the third type of joint is hinge joint. Hinge joint allows the movement only in one direction. So the joint which allows the movement only in one direction is called hinge joint. Look here, our elbow is allowing only in this direction. Can you bend it other way? No. Fingers, you can bend only in the front direction. Can you move like that? Not much. Similarly, here at the knee also. Right? We can move only downward, but we cannot move it like upward. So these type of joints which allows the movement only in one direction, not in the other direction. So that type of joint are known as hinge joint. Maybe you hear the word hinges. Have you heard that word? Maybe when the door is fixed or the cupboards door also similarly, or the windows, in that also there are hinges which can move only in that one direction but not in the opposite direction. So from that hinges and the same name is taken. So the hinge joint, as I told you, allows the movement only in one direction. And I already give you examples that our elbow, our knee here, etc., which we can move only in one direction. We cannot move in the other direction. So that type of joint are known as the hinge joint. In the fingers also there are hinge joints. Right? So now these all joints are such that they allow the movement. They allow the movement either in one direction or in the all direction or in many planes, whatever. But they allow any type of movements. But there are some joint in our body also which do not allow any movement. They do not allow any movement, and that type of joint are known as fixed joint. For example, our skull, in our head, there are so many bones joined here, but we can move the whole head here, but we can't, only our lower jaw is movable, but other all bones here are joined together, and they are joined such that we cannot move that joint at all. So it does not allow any type of movement. So the joint which do not allow movements is called fixed joints. So this ball and socket, pivotal joint and hinge joint, they allow the movement, but only the fixed joint are those joints which do not allow any type of movement. Here our rib cage also there is, here also the joints are there, but they also don't allow any type of movement. So these are also the fixed joints are there. So example, I tell you, for example, joint between the bones of our head. Here there are so many bones joined together, but they don't allow any type of movement, and therefore they are known as fixed joints. So these are the types of joints, such as ball and socket joint, pivotal joint, hinge joint, and the others which do not allow any movement are fixed joint. Now skeleton. What is skeleton? Our body has a framework. If you want to make any type of a toy from the anything, first we have to make the framework. Then in that framework we will do the other things. So similarly our body is also giving a special shape by the framework, and that framework is made from the bones and the cartilages. Bones mean that we already know that the hard things in our body, when you press, then after the meat down there you will feel the hard things. Those are all the bones. And in some part of the body, as I told you in the previous lecture also, I think that there are some soft bones also in our body, especially at the joint also, and in the very tender part, very like in the nose and in the ears. So those are known as cartilages. So the framework formed by bones and cartilage, which give a shape to our body, is called skeleton. So skeleton is actually the framework, and that framework is allow us, means they make the different joint, and then they make the framework of our body. That is known as a skeleton. So skeleton is made up of only the bones and the cartilages. You can see the picture of our human skeleton. See here. રાતના જે તો બીક લાગે તેવું હાડ પિંજર ગુજરાતીમાં કહેવાય એને, બરોબર ને? So the skeleton. So skeleton is actually what is that? It is the framework of our body, and which is formed by the bones and the cartilages, and it gives the shape to our body. Actually our human skeleton is made up of around 305 bones at the birth. When we born, there are 305 bones, but later from those bones some are getting fused to each other, and when we are adult, there are 206 bones are there when we reach at the adulthood. So because some bones are fused together, but when we are born, there are so many, 305 bones, but in adult there are only 206 bones together. So if you want to see the shape of the bones, you must see the X-ray films when somebody has a fracture or problem there in the body, then we take the X-ray photos. In X-ray pictures, you will see the type of the bones, how does they look inside. That can be shown as the X-ray images of the ankle and knee joint, or sometimes your fingers. Wherever there is accident, the breakage, then that place, if you take the X-rays, you can see like this X-ray images. So this X-ray images will show you how the bones are looking, how the knee and they are having the joint, etc., etc., etc. So now sometimes there are different points that can bend also, and so on. Feel the bones in your forearm, upper arm, lower leg, upper leg, and try to find the number of bones in each part. You will see that here there are 2 bones together, and at the down also there are in the leg, your lower leg also have 2 bones, upper leg has 1 bone. In our arms also, the upper arm has one bone, but our lower arm will have 2 bones here together, and then they are joined there. But in our palm there are so many. Otherwise, if there was a 1 bone, then will it be flexible like that? No, because there are so many bones together there, and those small bones are known as carpels. So our palm is made up of several small bones. These small bones are called carpels, and because of that carpels only our palm can be flexible. Otherwise it will be like that. We can only move the fingers only, but we can move the palm like that. It means that there are the small bones joined together, which are known as the carpels. So these are the carpels that is here. Now in our chest, when you take the breath in, then hold here, then you will feel that there is something very, very hard here also, and that is our rib cage. Rib cage is a very, very important in our body because it protects very, very, very important organs like lung and hearts, which are very, very tender. So they are helping to protect them. So rib cage is there. So in our chest there is a rib cage in which the 2 lungs and our heart is protected, and that is made up of the different types of bent bones which are known as the ribs. And ribs is making the chest cavity, and in which, as I told you, the heart and the lungs are protected. So now the chest and the back side, they are going from here. You can see that picture. So these all bend things, both sides, they are known the ribs, and they at the back side they are connected with the vertebral column or the backbone. So, and in the front they are with the chest bone. So the chest bone here in the middle is the chest bone, at the back there is a backbone, and the ribs are going from front to the back, back, and they are known as the ribs. So there are total 12 pairs. Pairs means 2 in a pair. So total 24 ribs are there, which along with the backbone they make the rib cage. And the joint, they join the chest bone and the backbone together to form a box. In the front there is a chest bone, and at the back there is a backbone. They are joining from in the front with the chest bone, and at the back they are with the backbone. But the last 2 ribs are floating. They are not connected at the back side. So in the front side actually. So they are known as the floating ribs because they are floating. They are free at the in the front side. So it is known as the floating ribs also. And then in the last we have to learn about the backbone. Backbone is the also known as vertebral column. If you move your, or you can put the hand of at the back of your friend, and in the middle, if you think that if you go nicely, then you will see that there are some lots of bones together and make a hard column like a thing, and that is known as the vertebral column. So the vertebral column or backbone is made up of many ring-shaped bones. They are like ring-shaped bones joined with one to another on it. So that are known as the vertebrates, and all the vertebrates join together to make the whole vertebral column, or we also known as the backbone. You can see that those all are the ring-like all vertebrates, and that vertebra one to another they join and make the whole column, which is known as vertebral column. And total how many? There are 33 vertebrates. 33 one on another, like that all ring, and from that a special thing is passing through that you will learn in the next time also. So here there is the vertebral column, or it is also known as backbone, and these bones are joined such that it is flexible, so we can bend and that thing also. Otherwise, if they are, so there is in the between there is some cartilages, means soft bones, so that it makes it flexible and so on. So here we are going to stop the video. If any problem related to this joint and the skeleton or rib cage or the backbone, write down in the comment section, and it will be followed by the PDF file. You have to write down in the notebook. Thank you very much.